I wonder if you can hear me. There you go. Okay, so I can't use my mic. It's a long delay. Well, I'm glad I got a chance to do this, work on this. Oh, Lord, I'm actually inviting people to perceive me. I'm so nervous. It's been so long. I'm gonna put this word. I don't think they will. Yeah, I don't think this will work, but hey, doesn't hurt to try. Doesn't hurt to try. Just okay. Yep. Nope. Okay. Let's see. Just we'll change that. Yikes! I'm inviting friends to see me always in peace. It's weird when you go down the list of Facebook people in the past. Strange. Oh my god, I'm so grossed out about putting myself out there. It's just trepidatious. Like I'm inviting everyone. I'm just inviting. They're gonna think I am spamming them or that. Ugh, grossed out. Oh, I hope he joins. I really want to interview him. To be perceived, to be seen. Do you know what I mean? Hey, hey. Oh my God, 5 more minutes. Like, I got way too many people on Facebook. Let me go get some water. Water. and minding our business and staying hydrated, as the Queen Beyonce told us to do. I am doing a good job. Let me turn this down. Wait. Oh, am I recording? Okay, let me just mute this. Hello. Make sure this works. Hello. Hello. Oh. Am I? My Facebook is on too, so maybe that's why I'm getting that double reverb. Lord, I had it reverbing twice. Okay, so I don't need my phone anymore. Okay, so back the tunes. I do not own the rights to this music. Oh heck. Oh heck. Let me take Facebook off. If there's anybody out there, thank you for dealing with the little technical difficulties. I'm learning a new system, Riverside. So if you got a podcast, I'm not getting sponsored by it, but I might as well shout out a platform. I am using the paid version. So far, so good. It's a little weird though. I don't got no real feedback I want to give you. I feel like a little DJ, like, has some big old earphones too. Hold on. I can't get on there. These are my shooting, my pew pewing, whatever the fuck you're supposed to say. I don't know, but anyway, you know what I'm trying to do. Shout out to DJ Cooley. She be on the ones and twos. I think she was the first, maybe second lady DJ that I met at UTC. Oh man, I done cut myself, honey. Honey, uploaded 90%. Make sure I put in the title. I don't know what. One more minute. Alright, phone on silent. Text message. Alright. Honey, I've been scratching myself all day. What does that mean? Okay. Gently. This motherfucker's so vibey. Ooh. Yeah, he's here. Ah! Hello.
Hey.
Hello.
Hello? Oh, there you are. Hey, how you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good.
I was just vibing to your music. I was like, I'm so excited.
Ah, that's lovely to hear. I heard Read Your Mind. Is that what you listen to?
Yep. Yep.
That's
I
amazing.
forgot how vibey it was. It's really vibey and just it's a really great like as they were calling it now Harry Coochie music. But
Yep. Yeah.
I love it. I love it. How you been?
I've been okay. I've been okay. Life has been interesting these past couple of years.
Man. That's one of the reasons why I wanted to have you on, just because I've been watching you, and I don't know if you see me on your side of your algorithm, but I feel like we've all been going through it.
Yeah. It's a collective struggle.
Yeah, yeah. One of the things I saw, I re-listened to our old episode because well, anyway, let me introduce you. I just jumped off. I've been working out the kinks, trying to, because I'm working with a new system since the first time I interviewed you.
Okay.
So I'm actually live. I'm doing this live right now too.
Oh, nice.
Hope that's okay with you.
Yeah, that's completely fine.
It's on Facebook and Instagram. And I texted you. I said if you want to stream it too, you're more than welcome to as well. I feel like content is content, you know.
Yeah, yeah.
But yeah, I just want you to know that. But anyway, I'm just gonna introduce everybody if they're watching, but if you're listening later, what's up, everybody? This is your girl Sana Win, and I'm back again. It's been a long time for me. I haven't really podcasted in about a year. I did one episode a couple months ago, and ever since it's just been hard to get the gumption. You know what I'm saying? But I am back, and I'm back with a previous guest. You should have seen him on TikTok. He goes by MrLoveBallad, and he's back just to kind of catch us up and just see what we've been up to. So, Ballad, if you don't mind, just introduce yourself to the audience and let's just get into it. Let's chop it up for a little bit.
Of course, of course, of course. It's good to be back. I go by the name of Ballad. I'm a singer-songwriter. I'm based out of Brockton, Massachusetts. Originally from Angola. Was there for about 7 years of my life, but majority of my life has been here in Massachusetts. I'm currently 36, and I'm currently doing my best to honor this thing we call music and soul and R&B.
Yeah, and you are doing it. I'm seeing the moves that you've been making, seeing you on some big name projects out there. And every time I see you, I be like, I interviewed him. I talked to him. He's a real boy. So thank you so much for blessing me with that opportunity to talk to you.
Of course.
So I re-listened to our episode. So the one thing I noticed, one, I was really nervous. Two, we both sounded very optimistic about life.
Let's see how this one sounds.
I know, right? And so I do hear a little difference. I feel a difference in mine. I feel it in my mind, body, and spirit. But I hear a little bit difference. I feel more of a deepness in your register.
Yeah.
So can you just tell us like what's been going on? Like the last time we talked, Orange was playing all over the place.
Yep.
Like I would see Orange, I would see your face, bloop bloop bloop, all the time. And re-listening to it, it brought me back to a very like happy time just thinking about it. So what's been going on since those points? Like where have you been? What's been going on? How's your mental, brother?
Great question. I mean, since then it's I mean, I've kept a little bit of that optimism as far as this is something that I love. This is something that I have a true passion for, something that I feel spiritually, and I'm committed to continue to bring to the world. So I'm still optimistic of where it can go. A little different than before, because back then it's just like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, I just went viral, and I'm continuously going viral on these platforms, and it's not for, some gimmick, even though it was named Harry Coochie Music, but I'm not the one that made that name, right? I
Right.
didn't go up
No.
trying to, create that. It was created based off solely my music, right? And I thought
Right.
that at that point in time, I felt that going viral off the strength of exactly what I do and nothing else, especially music, that's it. That's it.
Right.
And then facing with the reality of what comes a little bit more with the business side of everything and how, viral even then wasn't the same type of viral as it was before. It feels like each time, every time something goes viral, like it changes. Like where that goalpost is, it changes. So it's like, all right,
Mm,
1 million views maybe like 10 years ago would
man.
have would have set you off. 1 million views
Right.
now, they're barely blinking an eye. It's like, oh no, no, you need like 20. So it's like it changes every time, right?
It does.
And that
Yeah.
was hard to feel at that moment. And it brought me through a lot. It made me question, you know, pretty much how to go about some of these things. Questioned if I did need to partner with things in the industry, or if I should continue the long journey that I have been and just doing it my own way, which is, the longer journey, but feels like the more fulfilling journey. But with that longer journey, it's just a lot of struggle because we still have real life things that we have to do outside
Right.
of whatever our goals career wise is. We have real life things we got to take care of, like things with like back family, personal relationships, all of those, managing that and maintaining that in this space of, instant,
Uncertainty.
yeah, uncertainty and instant gratification. And
Right.
in the space now where content is king, like, so it doesn't matter as much what you're creating, how are you putting that content out for people to see, right? So
Mhm.
it's a lot to deal with mentally. I've been through a lot of ups and downs,
Mhm.
but at my core, I'm still a bit of an optimist, where it's just like, it's part of life. It's during those down moments where you can really see where you are at, what you need for yourself, and you figure out a way to climb out of it. At least that's how I like to think about it. So it's
Yeah.
been an interesting space.
I can relate to that. I know just I'm so sorry, give me 1 second. I know just how having to feel like you have to reinvent yourself
Yeah.
or get closer to who you are in a more authentic space. And I feel like maybe that's what you've been kind of finding your niche back in,
Hmm.
especially recently. Like you seem like you're just being a lot more authentic. Not saying that you weren't before, but just showing more of a different side of you.
Yeah.
Like I see you doing like your your funny videos or your cosplaying videos,
Yeah.
and I'm just like, oh, I didn't know he was like a cosplay nerd.
Right.
So you find in like different communities and I feel like sharing your music and because I feel like with the algorithm it puts you in so many um, tunnels and that you can't get out of unless you let somebody know that yeah in that niche I like that niche. So then your filter goes into that way. It's the neo soul, it's the blurred, and it's just finding those communities seem a little bit harder.
Yeah.
At least for me. I don't know about you.
Yeah. I mean, for me, it's, my main focus was always music. And then it went from just putting my music out there and hoping people will find it, to understanding like, all right, no, you have to market it. And then like, but it all centered music, right? Which led me to platform Twitch, which
Mm-hmm.
which initially it wasn't my idea. Initially it was my main producer, who I've been, working with pretty much since the beginning. It was his idea. Like, we're both gamers. We both grew up playing video games. So he's like, "Hey, I know you play video games all the time. You should hop on Twitch." I'm like, "I don't know about that. Like, I don't think I'm entertaining enough. Like, I really love video games. Like, I'm locked in. I don't know if it'll be entertaining for them to watch." But he said, "Just try it. If you don't like it, you don't have to keep doing it, but just try it." I was just like, "All right,"
Right.
as a way to,
That's
um,
great.
yeah, further broaden like how people find out about me. So I started it, And interestingly enough, it became something way bigger. Like I've been doing it for over 2 years now. It became something way bigger. Like
Wow, 2 years?
yeah,
Oh my goodness.
I've established a community through Twitch, and it wasn't even again that wasn't the intention, but
Right,
like through showing up constantly and consistently, and with people that the same people kind of that you're seeing every day. At the time, it was every day. Then I switched my schedule around throughout these 2 years, but I'm seeing them on a almost daily basis, and new people are coming in, and it brought a level of comfortability from me where it's just like, all right, you're seeing me how I naturally am. And now we have this rapport where you're constantly seeing me. So I'm comfortable and I feel safe enough showing you different sides of me, right? Which led me to think about how can I merge the music and then the other aspects of me being a huge blurred and a huge gamer and all these other things that I do love that people would have no idea about, right?
right.
Um, it really was through the confidence of just showing up and having community there that it got to the point where, as you can see now, I'm like, okay, I'm ready to show this side. I didn't know how it would be received. I'm
Mhm.
very surprised that it's being received so well
I
because
know.
because in my mind I'm like I don't think it's gonna make sense. I don't think they're gonna get it. I think they're gonna feel weirded out, and that's not at all where it went.
No.
So it's incredible.
It's kind of like how you think you have like a singular experience. Like you think, oh my God, I know this only happened to me. I've only had this experience. And then you just put it out there, and next you know, you have a whole 500,000 people like, that happened to you. Like
Yeah.
how some people say about the black community, how, when they see like those cups, the certain glass cups or bed springs or photos, how we were all dressed in these puffy red dresses with the same in that certain generation,
Yeah.
like you realize like, oh, we have lived the same life.
Yeah.
And you realize that you have that community. You know what I'm saying? So that's really cool. Like I feel like that's the great thing about social media. But I also still feel, I don't know, for me, just having struggling to maintain the connection in real life. And I think it's because of just how the world is so crazy. Like the tension is so high.
Yeah.
And I find it crazy that we are the new adults. Don't, do you feel that? I don't,
Yes,
I'm like,
yes.
how are we? Like, I don't want no responsibilities, Tommy. I did not expect this to be what we'll have to be traversing our lives through.
Yeah.
Just looking at the state of the world. I don't know how you are on politics or anything
Hmm.
like that, but just it's just you can't unsee it.
Yeah. No, absolutely.
And the racial animus is so high, and I'm just like, where are we? 1952? Like I don't
Yeah.
understand.
Yeah, yeah.
It's a
It's
very
shocking.
ungrounded. Yes, it's
Yeah.
a like. Do you find yourself like escaping into social media more, or do you feel like you have a good balance on real life and social media? Because I'm struggling. I need some tips.
I mean, to be honest, after I got disheartened with the whole virality thing and dealing with that,
Right.
and the perception of like people might think that you're this big name or this huge thing because you went viral and life is all great for you and grand. But then on the other side of it, I'm like, I'm still doing the same things. I'm still working just as hard and earning just as much. Like, yeah, you might have saw that I like, yo, but you have like millions of views. People call you music this. Okay, that did not change my pockets. It changed how you look at me and your perception of me, but that didn't change my actual reality outside of that. After I got disheartened after that, I tried to stay away from social media as much as possible. Like I would only show up here and there, and sometimes I would try to be consistent for maybe like a week, and then I just hop back out of it because I had this. It was I think it was a transitional moment for me because I had to understand, well, what am I doing here? How do I want it to serve me versus I'm just showing up to do what I'm supposed to do? Because if
Right.
I'm just showing up to do what I'm supposed to do, I'm gonna I'm gonna get bored of it. I'm gonna get tired of it. I'm not gonna feel motivated. Like there needs to be a purpose, and I kind of lost my purpose after I achieved what I thought would be
The
the end goal.
the
Right?
crescendo, right?
Yeah,
The
I
thing that would
that's
be like the next level.
right. I thought that was it, right? And I achieved that, and it wasn't. right? So I'm like, well, what is my purpose now? Well, I don't know. So like it because of that and because I never really was a huge fan of social media, I like my space. I like being offline.
Yeah.
I like being offline. So I had a really rough time trying to figure out how to do that. Now it's kind of I found a new purpose in using social media, especially through Twitch because the community that I built, it's I'm building I now I can say that I am building a community. A community was built around me, so now I'm continuing to cultivate what has already garnered around me. And I want more people to come in there, more people that really, really, really want to experience this life as themselves and not like what they think they're supposed to be or what is like thrown upon us. Like no, just one thing that I preach on my Twitch, I'm like, just show up as who you are. Who you are right here, right now, in this moment is more than enough. Just show up, right? And if my music happens to resonate with you in that and has an impact in your life that way, then perfect. If it doesn't, it's for somebody else, right? And showing up in those ways now is a lot easier because I'm just looking for the people that it needs to touch, right?
Right.
I'm not necessarily trying to hit a certain metric like, oh yeah, I'm trying to get like 10 million views. No,
And
that
that
doesn't
takes the
matter in the
love
grand.
out of it.
Yeah,
Takes
exactly.
the love and the energy. Because that's one thing, like, I like being online because I like the vulnerability of it. I use it as like a personal diary or just whatever you want to do, a venting post board or whatever. And I don't know if I have like a strong community, but I do see people comment every now and then, just keep up. And same with me.
Yeah.
But I also think it's just, I feel like the one thing we don't talk about it with virality is like, how do you cultivate it? Like, that's one thing I wanted to ask you because how you said you got disenchanted with it. Like, what once you go viral, what happens? Do you get, because nobody ever talks about it, like,
Yeah.
oh, I went viral, so I got phone calls or this and this and this and this and that. What happens when you go viral, and what are some of the things that you actually interact with, and that kind of that got you to that disillusionment?
I mean, for me, one of the biggest ones was after kind of reaching that point, and there's different mountains, but getting to the top of that mountain when it comes to virality and looking around and not seeing anything change in a tangible way, right? Because I definitely was blessed to be able to have so many people like find out about me, people that I admired, right? I mean, one of those was Durand, who I got the opportunity to create music with, and to me, he's one of the greatest vocalists of this generation, right? And one of my favorite ones. So it's like to be able to work with someone like that that I admire and I put at a high pedestal. It's like those things came from people seeing me, right? So it's like there was that aspect of it that was great, but then there was the other aspect of because life didn't change in the way that I thought it would,
Yeah.
then it's the mental hurdle of wait, so am I enough? Is my work enough? Did my work need to be better? Was it not good enough? What else do I need to do to get there? And then like anything in life, it can't stay the same always. So when you're starting to see different levels of engagement and it like starts to go down, then you're like, oh, so I'm not as good as I was when I went viral anymore. So like it's that boat has sailed. It's gone. It's like trying to figure out what to do after that, and then you start to battle, from my experience, with imposter syndrome. Because like, man, maybe I just got lucky and I was never that good, right? It's just
Yeah,
a
that
lot of
question
these
is
things, right?
crazy.
Because you're letting an algorithm, you're letting all of these things determine your own value, which it should never be where you place your value in. But all of those were like extremely difficult to deal with. Taking a step back, like, man, maybe that was it. That was my one moment, and maybe I didn't capitalize enough. Maybe I should have done that, and I should have done that. Um, and as tough as that was, one thing, well, multiple things that I learned um, throughout these years is one, it art imitates life and so many things in that area. So it's like, all right, you might not be at the top right now. You might not be, but if you keep going long enough and you keep going with the purpose that is your own, you're going to get other opportunities again. Now, the goal, I don't think, is to wait for those opportunities. The goal is to make the best out of what you're doing and enjoy it along the way. Because that opportunity can come tomorrow and you will never know.
And that's what I feel like that's what's changed about you. I feel like you seem like a little bit more joyous.
Yeah.
So like is that just like following into more of a authentic path in your music and getting those opportunities with Duran? Has that helped you like by tapping more into that joyful side? Did those did you notice those opportunities started to come about more?
I would say now, absolutely. Because I think a lot of my joy has come from the fact that I do stream now and there's a community around me and I get to show up as who I am. And for as whatever the perception might be about me when you see like my aesthetics and everything, I'm a very unserious person unless I need to be serious. Like there's a time and place, but for the most part, I like to have fun. I don't like to think too hard. I like to laugh. I like for people around me to laugh and feel free and feel joy. And having that has really grounded me as to not get so disappointed when things don't work out in ways that I might have wanted. You know, for instance, after Orange had gotten viral, and this is probably like maybe a year and a half after or something like that. Being in conversations with like labels and things like that, and not getting anything that actually seemed like it would serve me, and getting these deals that were very exploitative, and it's
Mm,
like now I can look back in those moments and I'm like, okay, that's fine. That is cool. That wasn't the purpose, and now I'm not judging myself for it because I'm here to just again continue to just be myself, and hopefully that can help somebody else be themselves. And now more so than just my music too, more but more with who I am, like my personality, my interests, whether it's through gaming, through cosplaying, or something that I do often in my community, like for my streams. Like before I start off, I affirm them. I speak to them like, oh, have you eaten today? Like, let's take a moment to kind of just like breathe, right? And just check in with our bodies, like, and just things like that matter to me. Things like that are things that I often forget. So being able to, like, oh wait, I forgot to do that today, but guess what? I get to do this with y'all. Like,
I know
you
I
know,
tapped into one of your streams when you were playing. Sorry to interrupt you, but I tapped into one of your streams because that I'm not a gamer, but I like the idea of this game, South of Midnight. Have you?
yes, yes, yes,
And I
yes.
didn't get a chance to finish, but I wanted to ask you about it. Like, how was that? How did that gameplay go? I guess I keep seeing some videos about it and just how healing. Because you
Yeah.
looked at the first thing this game is for healing the soul, and I was just like, a video?
Yeah.
So how did that play?
Yeah, that was it's such an incredible game because it really was. It centered a lot around trauma and the ways that it can affect us, and how this one of the central themes was you have to heal your own trauma. Which is it was funny in the
Did it
beginning. I'm
help you
like
heal your trauma? Did it do as advertised?
um I think for me, I can't speak of everybody else's experience, but for me, it definitely showed me different ways of how trauma can manifest itself,
Mm,
and how if it's left unchecked, it can just really turn out to be something distorted and not what you intend. So it put a lot of emphasis on, oh, I need to watch out. What am I doing that I'm not aware of all the way that I should take a step back and look at. Um, and then another theme of it was just kind of going back to your roots, which is just it's just beautiful. That game is it's so sad and so beautiful at the same time. It really tugs at your heartstrings.
I'm gonna have to watch it a little bit more of the gameplay because I'm like, part of me wants to get the game, but since I know I'm not a gamer, I would hate to. I'm like, I have no way of investing in the game. I'm
One
like,
thing
I
about it,
can't.
it's pretty easy. You can put it like on a very easy mode,
Mhm.
and you can just focus on story and not have to worry about being super skillful, and you can still get a good amount of the story without feeling like, oh my god, I have to be super skillful for this. Nope.
See, it's not that. It's this money. I'm
Oh, I mean,
like,
true, true.
I'm like, I have to. I need to get someone who has a PlayStation or a PC. Like, I need to or invest into a PC, a good game, and for one game, I just can't see myself doing it. So I know I'm gonna have to just tap back and just watch you play it. 'Cause I know me, but it looks worth it. It looks
Yeah.
worth the money and just the representation.
Yes.
And I wanted to get into what you talked about, tapping into your roots. Like, just being black right now is real hard.
Yeah. It's always been hard, but
It's
it's
always been hard, but
yeah.
I'm just like, it's really hard
Yeah.
seeing the things that I'm seeing in real life and how it mimics so much things that our people, our ancestors, and
Yeah.
our mothers and fathers and uncles have gone through.
Yeah.
I'm just like, and then also staying sane is just that's been the tough part for your girl.
Yeah, that is a challenge. I think it was very like
It's worse than 2020, I think.
I would believe so because
Yeah.
I think we had glimpses and moments where we thought things were changing slowly, but things
Yeah.
were changing. But as much as things have changed, so many things are still the same, and things that were the same were very well hidden. And now
Yeah.
we just see them clearly, like, oh no, this is how it's
It
that's
is.
been the feeling this whole time, and you hit it
Mm-hmm.
really well. And it's having to deal with the reality of that and see. I think especially now, I hate to
Yeah.
keep harping on community, especially now, having community is
Mm-hmm.
super important because we can see that a lot of these things aren't made for us and
Man.
they're not shaped to ever be for us.
Right. And like we knew it.
Yeah.
We've always known it. But we always have these little glimmers of like maybe. And then every single time, every single we can cuss on this podcast just every single motherfucking time.
We get hit with the truth.
Get and we knew it. We just let our hope, just a little grain, that grain of hope. And that was really November of last year.
Hmm.
I was like, maybe we people won't choose fascism, dictatorship, racism, deportation.
Yeah.
That just, but no,
I
just
had hope.
I had the slimmest hope. I really did. I really did. I was like, it just people just need to do right. Just do right. Like we could really go down a great road.
Yeah.
And then they took this road that said had all the deep dark secrets. It had the mentors. You saw them.
Yeah.
They said they were there.
Hmm.
And y'all still took that road.
Yeah.
Saying it's gonna be okay for me. No, baby, not realizing you're going down the road with us.
Right. And
We're in the same car.
I think that's the most
That's the part that gets
one of the
me.
most like disgusting things is like you signed up for this and you weren't aware of what you signed up for.
Right, he said it.
This is not a surprise.
Right.
What were you listening to? I'm confused.
Yes, I'm like, but it also makes me think, like what you said. What are you listening to? These algorithms that we're only on is what is really effing us up. It's
Yeah.
fucking us up so bad because no one hears any other sides. Like, so I went. Since you're a music person, Taylor Swift. I'm not a Swiftie, but I know you probably heard the discourse about how racially dog whistly her album is.
Hmm.
And so I went there, I accidentally got on a video with a woman who was really real about her love for Taylor Swift.
Yeah.
And it sounded so cultish and
Yeah.
scary. Like I thought she was being sarcastic. And I was like, if I have to do LOL, LOL, but then it kept going and the twinge of her voice had this weird desperation to it. And I'm just like, oh no, she believes Madam is God.
Yeah.
And so that gave me a glimpse of just the derangement or the gaslighting, or I don't know what it is, the delusion. I feel
Yeah,
like delusion is actually
I think
the
delusion is a good
least,
word.
yes, the kindest word. There's literally a delusion and a difference. Like they're being pumped with that endless bullshit all day, I think.
Yeah, yeah, and I think it's in part not the full reason, but in part like people are looking for connection, and they're gonna
So
grasp
bad.
into whatever is feeding it for them, even if it isn't for their benefit, honestly. But as long as
Yes.
they have that connection and something that pulls them, they're gonna be there. They're gonna drink all of the Kool Aid, no matter what
Yes.
comes with it.
Yes. And take us down with it. I
Right.
don't want the Kool-Aid. I knew it was laced. I knew it had piss in it.
Yeah.
But no, it's like, did you ever see that movie Bird Box on Netflix?
No, I didn't.
Well, have you seen the meme where it's this guy, he's like prying up this woman's eyeball, like eyes to be open?
Yes, I saw that one. Yeah.
That's from Bird Box. And so it's basically like, they're forcing us to look at the bullshit
Yeah, yeah.
because they accepted it. I was like, but I know it's bullshit. I don't want to see it.
Right.
I don't want it in my eyes,
Like you
you
could do
know?
what you want, but leave me out of it.
Right. I think I just really needed to have a black ass conversation um, with a black man. Like, I work in very predominantly white spaces,
Mhm.
great people, but it's still like because I work nights and weekends, so I am like completely cut off from
Yeah.
my people. And so like I found myself going more into social media just because like some type of interaction was better than no
Y-
interaction.
Yeah, exactly.
Um, and just because like I'm gonna go into a sad place because I'm trying to learn who I am after my mom passed away last year.
My
And
condolences.
yeah, thank you. She was my baby, the
Yeah.
cutest thing in the world. Like, and it changed my life. Like
Yeah.
it, what
I
she
can
changed. And
imagine.
so I lost both my parents. My dad 7 years ago, and my mom last year. And so I've wanted to kind of talk to you, and I'm not to sneak this up. If you don't have anything to say about it, grief,
Yeah.
kind of like I feel like grief has been the I don't know this in nerd like canon event or the event that turns your life.
Yeah.
So that's grief has been the keyword of my 30s.
Yeah.
Like grieving a lot of my family, friends. I lost friendships, and I just wanted to know, like, I just didn't want to keep. I was going to go down a rabbit hole, but
It's
I want to
okay.
know: do you have a relationship with grief, even if it's not even a person, but like an idea or a life that you thought you would have? Can I ask you what is your relationship with grief?
My relationship with grief. I feel like I've been grieving for the better part of a decade. With so many things, like you said, like the life that I thought I would have had, relationships that were near and dear with me that unfortunately had to end. The idea of where my music would be. You
Mm.
know, I constantly joke about like I'm 36, all right? Enjoy me while you can. You know, and I know
Enjoy
36
me.
is I know 36 is young, but it's so
But
many things. Yeah.
it feels like it should be older, I
Yeah,
think.
I don't feel like I don't feel like I'm 36. Like
Right,
my age, I
same,
don't feel like the age that I am, but I
same.
am the age that I am.
I like right, like I that's the weird part too. Like I grieve like the thought of the woman and wife and mom I thought I was gonna be
Yeah.
by 27
Yeah.
because my mom got married at 27,
Yeah.
and then when that didn't happen, I was like, well, she had her
Mhm.
first kid by 28, and then another one, and then she had me by 37. And I was like, but then now I'm 39. I'm just like, well, shit.
Yeah.
I don't know what's gonna happen.
Exactly.
Like, yeah, all the molds are gone. So I'm just
Yeah.
like, I'm just a sheet cake. I don't know what the hell I am. You know?
No, I mean, I resonate with that so deeply because I've had to constantly grieve like these. these goals that I had in my mind, like with you, it was 27. I think I put mine at like 20 28. I think I was
Mm.
just like, yeah, at
You're
28,
like,
like I'll
yeah,
make it.
not
I'll,
30, but
yeah, yeah.
still
I think I
20,
was
you know,
like 20 maybe. I was just like, yeah, at 26, 25, I would have made it already.
mm-hmm,
My music is thing. I was doing tours or whatever, have enough money, get married at 28, start having kids, all these things, right? And, every time it's like, oh, I didn't make it at 25. Okay, 26. Yeah, 20. No,
right.
didn't make, okay, okay, 27. Okay. Okay. And then things just constantly shift and shift and shift. For me, I think grieving is so hard because
Mm-hmm.
you do have to learn to let go, and it's that
Yes.
acceptance and letting go, and that has always been so terribly hard for me because like I hold on so tight. But
Mm-hmm.
if life has taught me nothing else, if I don't get comfortable with the practice of letting go, I will continue to suffer each and every single time. It's
Mm.
tough.
You
And
said
I
the word
haven't
of the
got
month.
there.
Yeah.
I
I'm
haven't gotten there. It's something I'm learning every day.
I'm
Like I have to
saying,
learn to let go.
oh my gosh.
Okay.
That's you haven't even said a word. Is that how the kids clock it? I don't know.
Yeah, 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 that's it.
Just letting it go. Like that is hard because I'm a big ruminator. Like I
Hmm.
learned that word from my therapist that I had over the 3 years of Australia.
Yeah.
She's like that rumination. I'm like, what is that? Let me Google. Oh, oh, the thing that I do when I can't let anything go. Oh,
Hmm.
and then I think it's my fault. Okay.
Yep. Hmm. Right
Thank
there.
you for this word at 39. What the fuck? I could have used this shit at 25.
Listen.
Man, that's why
Listen.
I don't feel like I'm 39. Like I think about that's why I was like, how are we the new adults? Like
Yeah.
you honey, I got me I just got a TARDIS made, a toy TARDIS
Yeah.
made for my enjoyment. Like
Nice.
I don't understand. Like why are you putting me in charge?
But it's
I can still tell you which one of my favorite Animaniacs. Come on, like
nah, let's go. I
bro,
love that.
Pokemon, baby. I gotta catch them all.
Yeah,
Like
but you have to hold on to that. And I think
right,
that's you
that
can't
joy.
yeah, can't let go of it. Um and as much as I would love to be like, man, I wish I knew all of this at 24. I think that's part of the beauty of it. Like I
Yeah,
can see what I have learned so far and then for me be hopeful at what more I can learn,
yeah,
right? Knowing that there is so much more that I can learn and that this isn't the end point,
hmm,
right? And I think that was something that really held back because like when I didn't make it at 25, when I didn't make it at 26, it's like, dang, what what now? Where do I go? It's like it felt like it's the end. And like
hmm,
maybe I should quit, maybe I should do something else. It's like no, it's the story is still being written and it can change in so many different ways. And it is a bit in your control because you can control how you feel about it, right? And
right.
how, what you choose to do with those feelings. We can consistently and constantly ruminate, which I am guilty of.
Boo boo,
And
boo brother.
I don't think there's anything wrong with that.
Right.
But then it's just learning when to, okay, now I have to keep moving,
Yeah.
right? I have to set that aside, honor it for what it is, and find ways to honor it, continue to honor it in my life, but still keep moving.
Yeah. I think it's the awareness. Like having that awareness of what it is has helped me
Hmm.
tremendously. Like learning the therapy words and actually the real meaning behind the therapy words
Yeah.
because there's a TikTok meaning and then
Yeah.
there's the
Hmm.
actual meaning and understanding and like learning how the inner child shit is real.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
That inner child shit is real. Like reparenting myself has
Hmm.
been the best thing that has helped me. Cause like I have had to literally imagine little Sana looking at her in the eyes and be like, it's okay. You can let go. Cause I
Yeah.
didn't realize, like my therapist taught me, like, oh, you were anxious when you were a kid. I said, where I just worried sometimes. She's like, no, you constantly worried about your mom's demise. Sorry.
Yeah.
Because my parents were older. So they were
Yeah.
born in like 1941 and 1948.
Okay.
And so, like, I didn't realize that they were older until people were like, is that your granddaddy and your grandmama? I was like, no, it's my mom.
Yeah.
And so when I learned that, I was like, oh, that meant they're old. I used to worry about a lot.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
then,
yeah.
and then when she actually finally passed, I have a dark sense of humor, so if I make dark jokes, I'm okay.
It's
That's just
okay.
how I cope. But when she passed, the one thing I can say, it actually changed my idea of death.
Hmm.
Like, and understanding that it's not a bad thing, it's not a good thing. It changed me spiritually too.
Yeah,
Just like being able to be honored, to be witness to that was crazy. To see someone be done. She was done, honey.
yeah.
And she was ready to go. And one of the, I'm just gonna share this because I like talking about my mom. And
Hmm.
part of this is like my therapy. I think about her spiritually and going back to how you talked about connecting with your roots, like thinking about them as ancestors and entities are still here.
Yeah,
I I thank her and I was in awe of her journey to get there. And so I just think that learning to re normalize death in the way and
yeah.
honor it for what it is what helped kind of ground me and work on my spirit a lot. So I don't know how I got here. Sorry,
No, no,
it's still co-signs and tangents,
no.
baby.
Listen, that's how it's supposed to be. And
Yeah.
honestly, that is not easy work. And it's
Mm-mm.
something to be proud of. I'm proud of you for doing that. It's because even now, like I can sit. I still have my mother in my life, but I just to think of what that would look like tears me apart. I can't even imagine. I don't even know what I would do, who I would be after that. So that's just from the thought of it, not even the reality of it. So having to face that and navigate through that and work towards getting onto that other side where you're just honoring it and accepting it and finding, that they are still with you, the spirit is still there. Like it's commendable, it's admirable, and honestly, I'm sending you a lot of energy because I know it's still a long journey.
Thank you, thank you. And I share it in hopes because I like to talk about it even when I'm at my job and
Yeah.
I'm talking to my team. Like I'll make a joke about it, or I just talk about them as they're still there, and just because I want them to feel comfortable about it. That I'm like, because I jumped right into this job after like very soon after my mom passed, and so I try to. That's the way I cope, just because I read a book about grief and how in our society, in America, we don't talk about it. We give it those 7 steps, and then you should be good.
Yeah.
And that's not even just the death of a loved one. Just going back to the death of an idea of
Yeah.
yourself or the image of yourself. Like I've learned to reconceptualize what grief is and death of this and death of this. It's not perfect at all by any means. Because, honey, I probably yesterday I got TikTok and I got a vibration plate,
Yeah.
and then literally I started crying. I don't know what the fuck happened. I said that shook something loose.
Yeah. Yeah. It needed to be. It
So
needed to be.
you just I try to keep it, I guess, at the surface
Yeah.
enough just to be able to deal with it. But then when it's too much, I'm like, you good.
Yeah. And I think one of the things that at least I didn't learn till later on, none of the paths that they tell us about, let's say for instance, like the stages of grief, none of that is linear.
Man,
Nothing. It's not linear.
nothing is linear,
You could be at number 6 and then find your way back at number 2.
honey.
You
Yes. It'll be like yesterday. Like it was recently. It was somebody talking about a smell of something, and I was just like I like mm-mm,
Yeah.
took
Yeah.
me back. So man, but at the because I wanted to bring it back. I think I got here because my biggest goal that keeps me in this race,
Yeah.
like days, like it was 2 weeks ago where I was feeling too much, overstimulated. But what keeps me is it's kind of like a dark. It sounds darker than I mean it. I want to see how this life ends, no matter what.
Yeah.
And so, like you said, something that made me remember. I was like, you got to see how it ends.
Yeah.
You got to see how it ends. You have to keep trying. Like with the podcast and like reaching out to you, I was nervous. That's why I just when I saw you do your house moving castle, I was like, he's up late. So I was like, ooh, because I loved House Moving Castle. And then when you did it in Portuguese, I was like, okay,
Yeah.
Jackie. Obrigado.
Good job.
Yes. That's the only one I know. But I was practicing that when I was gonna I wasn't gonna say it, but then I was like, I'm gonna say it anyway.
Nah, that's good. That's good. I love that.
But yeah, so I forgot where I was going. Sorry, the
No, you
tangent
good.
hit me.
Listen, we got a tangent.
The tangent hit me. But I was just, damn, I really forgot what I was gonna say. You gave me props, and I was like, I did a good job. But anyway, I know we're coming really close to time anyway. I've gotten you for a little bit over an hour, so I'm thankful so much for your time.
No, of
Um,
course.
let's talk about, okay, we talked about, everything. Tell me what's coming up for Ballad. What's new? What's new with this your new found viralness, I think a little bit.
Yeah,
What is that looking like for you? How are we gonna make it through 2025? Because they done took D'Angelo.
yeah, that's a tough one. Today has been a tough one.
It's been rough.
Yeah, to me, I was speaking to a friend about it earlier. Like D'Angelo for me,
Mm,
because I was born in Angola, right? So a lot of my influences outside of like the big superstar, global, international superstars that everyone would know, like such as like Prince, Michael, like Stevie, things like that. A lot of it I discovered, in my teenage years, like in high school, a little after high school, even like me doing my own research and being a student. And so like growing up, I had like a couple people that I looked up to, right? D'Angelo wasn't one of them because I wasn't aware of D'Angelo. But after, I think in high school, one of my friends let me borrow his Brown Sugar CD, and I still have it.
you still got the
He
CD.
knows. He knows I still got it.
The
He knows I
physical
still got
music.
it.
Yes.
It's still in good. It's still in good condition.
He knows it's in
Um,
good hands.
yeah,
You can
yeah.
take
I
to it.
listened. I listened to that album so many times,
Mm,
and then Voodoo was one of my first vinyls that I ever bought for myself. And there's so much of D'Angelo that is in my music because we were both inspired by the
yeah.
same artist,
Yeah.
Prince, right?
Mm-hmm.
So there's so much there. So feeling that um, today has been tough. But
Yeah.
then I decided to, and you're one of the first people that's gonna know this, but I decided to like, I play the guitar, but I'm still like beginner level. I've been beginner level for like a decade.
Hey.
Like I never passed that. Like I know how to play here and there. I know where I'm supposed to move my hands and I can learn something, but like I'm not really proficient. I'm just like, you're very beginner, right? But
There's still respect. That's
right,
respect. Mm-mm.
I wanted to honor his his legacy and how much he's given to
Mm.
music, but I'm like, you know what? Let me sign up for guitar lessons. And I signed up for guitar
Oh,
lessons today so I can continue to learn more and be an even better musician so that a lot more of the influences that I have can really shine through not just my instrument, which is my voice, but to something else, like an extension of me, like the guitar, which I love, right? And he was
mm,
a cold guitar player, cold piano player, like all
yeah.
instruments that I want to learn. But it's just like let me push myself to be even better and to respect the art form even more because I think that's something that he was all about. He was truly a lover of the art form and the authenticity of it and connecting with people in that way despite what people I wouldn't say the majority, but a lot of people know him as like, he used to be the sex symbol,
Right.
right? Because of
That's
Untitled
that's
and
honestly
how
how much.
that was,
Yeah.
right?
That's
So
he woke up something in my spirit.
right. So it's I
Yeah.
found that way to honor myself. But like going forward, like I want to continue to connect all parts of me, all assets of me and really show the world. I got a project coming out. Um First part of my project next month that is coming out. Um I'm gonna be doing a lot more conventions and gonna
Okay.
be cosplaying in more conventions, hopefully doing some panels in conventions too. I'm gonna be working, and I'm currently working on a webtoon with my own like original character. I want to do more
What?
voice acting things. Like every part of me that
That pivoted, but
listen,
also still on the same.
it's
Because I
still in
know,
the same.
yeah,
Yeah,
Because I know when we talked the first time, you said you wanted to do more festivals, and a convention ain't nothing but a festival,
Right, exactly.
just indoors.
Exactly. Exactly.
the
So,
pivot is the pivot is still where it needs to be.
yeah, and like and I still want to do those things as well. It's just like I think for a lot of the stuff I pictured I want to be successful in music, and then once I have enough money there, I can do all these other things that I like. But
Hmm.
then, being where I am, 36 now, and still striving for that and redefining what success means for me, it's like, oh, okay, I can open up those other paths and do them and enjoy them in ways that don't hinder what I'm doing musically, in ways that might even help. Because
Just broaden.
especially, and it works, and it wasn't the intention, but especially in this current ecosystem, as far as with content, where it's like you have to have a niche, right? What are you
Yes.
doing that's different, right? And instead of fabricating something, I'm like, this is already what my life has been about. Like, I've wanted to cosplay forever and I never did, and now I feel comfortable enough to do so, right? I've
Yeah.
wanted to do voice acting. I would have growing up, I would have loved her like to be for my voice to be in a video game or in an anime, right? Or for my music to be in one of those. And that can still happen. It's just a different path, but it all will connect in at
Yeah.
the same end goal of me just being myself and enjoying who I am and showing that light to the world, and hopefully it can still touch somebody in a positive way, which is what I wanted to do with music. But now I see that I can do that with who I am too, which essentially that's where the music comes from anyway.
Yeah. And I feel like it's like you're just getting paid to be more and more and more yourself.
Exactly. That is the
And
goal.
right, like, honey, capitalism is already
Yeah.
false.
Mm-hmm.
But if I had to play in the game, please allow me to get paid enough to be myself.
Right.
Just a little bit.
Right.
Just please, sir, can I have just a little? Just so I can continue making my little jokey jokes and my little things just a little bit to
Yeah.
release my soul. Or tax the rich. I just need something to happen.
Right. Right. Preferably both.
Right. Preferably be both because really one will help the other. I'm just being
Right.
real. But
Mm-hmm.
anyway, let's see. Well, I've had you for an hour, sir. One, I want to just thank you so much.
Of course.
Also, I didn't ask you this. I should have asked you this. Could you sing something? Could you take
Um,
me out on a song? If not, I could respect that. You gotta rest the vocals.
no, I could. This song's been on my heart. Or this melody has been on my heart because it's one of my favorites.
Okay.
By D'Angelo. But
I was hoping, baby, I was gonna ask you, but some told me he might do it. It's the Lord.
send it on, send it through, babe. Sending it back to you. Ooh. Send it on, send it through, babe. Sending it back to you. It's one of my favorite songs.
Beautiful. Your singing voice has changed a little bit too.
I would hope so.
I can tell it seems a little bit more stronger and more settled or something. It just sounds really good.
Thank you.
You hit a little timbre. I was like, okay.
I
I
one thing my
feel
vocal
you.
coach taught me really early on. She one thing she said, she's like, I don't want you to still sound how you sound 10 years from now. Even if you sound good right now, you shouldn't still sound the same 10. You should evolve. It should be better, right? That's how you
Yeah.
know you're improving as a vocalist. So that means a lot that you can hear a difference in it. Thank you.
I can hear it sound strong, sound good, boo. I'm looking forward to. Thank you, one. Thank you so much for gracing us with your beautiful,
Of
beautiful voice.
course. Thank you for having me.
Of course, I will always think of you. I have another idea in the future that if I
Okay.
keep up my consistency in my life, I will keep reaching out to you.
Yes, please do. Don't feel afraid.
I
Please
won't. I
feel
won't.
do. There's love here. You good.
Oh, ow! Thank you, baby.
Of
Oh Lord, I just
course.
felt like your auntie. I'm sister.
Listen,
Okay.
we're unks and aunties now. That's the age that we're
Right. That's true. Therefore,
in.
yeah, we're still brother sister then. We just
Exactly.
uncles. Yeah, uncles and sisters. Yes, because like I'm really just thankful for the community, the virtual community that I have with you, and
Yeah,
thank you for being willing and able to do my podcast
of
and
course.
just helping me just get back out there. Because by you being your authentic self is making me want to continue to be my authentic self. So keep shining that blurred light, boo boo.
Thank you so much. I'm really grateful that we reconnected again and
Yes,
continue the conversation because it's important to see like how we're moving and not
yes,
have this standstill picture that never changes, but we see what our progression is through the good, through the bad, and it's really good. Like I said, you please feel free to hit me up when you have
I
any
will.
ideas. When it's
Cause
in my capacity to do so, I will because
right,
it
I'm gonna
truly
go
is
ahead
an
and tell
honor.
you why it's on my brain. Can I tell you why it's on my brain?
Yeah, of course.
So Chattanooga, I'm based out of I'm like Chattanooga, Georgia area.
Okay.
But Chattanooga, we have a Comic Con or like a blur.
Ooh.
It's not a blur con or something, but it's a con.
Okay.
So I'm gonna have to like if you're still down, I know one of the organizers, so
Nice.
I'm gonna have to try to reach out with her to see if we can do like some blur con or R&B something, because that's the one thing I didn't see. Like I saw black people, I
Yeah.
saw the representation, but there's always an opportunity to have a blurred day or something, even though it sounds so damn segregated. But I'm gonna have to definitely reach out
No,
to
I think that's a
her.
great idea because
Yeah,
and it aligns with like what I'll be doing a little bit more with the cons, like and
yeah.
like trying to be on panels and having things like that. So it aligns. I'm with that. And any way that I can continue to show more love to the blurred side because it's a
It's so
way
much
that I'm
fun.
also honoring my inner child. So,
Oh my God, it's so much fun. I went to one last year. I took pictures with a girl dressed as a Power Ranger.
ooh,
Honey, I almost cried. It's just something about it. Like
it's the
I,
joy. It's
it's
the
it's the
joy.
joy, and I took absinthe and did a weird toast with a bunch of nerds. It was so amazing. So
I love it.
I love it. Well, honey, I won't keep you much longer because I can manipulate you into any conversation I want. But I know you have things you have to do. But thank you so much, Ballad, for coming on. I really
Of
appreciate you.
course. Of
And
course.
everyone, oh, Ballad, tell everyone where they can reach you, listen to your music, all the things. Let's keep this man popping because he's popping.
Of course, of course. I'm Mr. Love Ballad on all my social media. Every single place you can think of, it is Mr. Love Ballad. I make it really, really easy.
It's the
And if you're
title.
yeah, and if you're just looking for my music, I go by Ballad. Um, some key songs, key moments that people love are either Ballad Orange or Ballad Alone Again. You search any one of those and you will find me. I have a project coming out next month, so keep in
Let's
tune
do
for
it.
that. And you
Yes.
can expect to hear a lot of soul, a lot of heart, and someone who truly is doing this because he loves it.
Yes, amen. Thank you so much. Well, everyone, thank you so much. Please listen, share, like. Let's get me popping so we can both escape the perils of capitalism and just be able to live happy and free lives. And we will help you be living happy, free lives. Okay. Thank you so much for listening to Cosigns and Tangents. I'm Saying a Win. Have a great night. I love you. Bye bye.